Full HD TVs from LG. Advanced technology, beautifully hidden.
Given the season, I figure some of you will be looking for reviews of kid-friendly games to help you with your gift buying, and as I was so impressed with Rare's latest Viva Pinata game, I thought I'd give Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts a whirl. Now, I haven't played any of the previous Banjo Kazooie games, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. Turns out it's not really my thing, but it's definitely not a game without its merits. Banjo and Kazooie are called out of retirement to face off against their old nemesis Gruntilda by completing a bout of challenges in artificial game worlds created by the Lord of Video Games, who looks a little like what I imagine Kosh from Babylon 5 would look like if he was hosting Youth in Framed. Anyway, they go to Showdown Town, which acts as a hub for the various different challenges making up the game, which you unlock as you progress through. The core premise of the game is pretty neat, as you need to build cool vehicles suitable for different types of challenges. Find boxes of parts and take them to the garage and pimp away. This part of the game is well thought through and likely to appeal if you have that kind of experimental engineering brain. The builder is clearly explained and easy to use, and the successful failure of your resulting vehicle is physics rather than stats based, making it a much more interesting challenge. The challenges themselves can feel a bit samey though, with lots of races and collection tasks, and the early stages of the game are particularly dull. The setup was also really persnickety, with things like when you win a Jiggy, the prizes you must collect to open subsequent areas of the game, you don't just win it, you have to take it to a location in Showdown Town to activate it, which is an unnecessary annoyance. Visually, this game is good looking, with a vibrant, colourful and fun design, and the town and game worlds are impressively populated with inhabitants doing their own thing that you can interact with. However, there were some frame rate issues as the game struggled to keep up with its physics. The sound was disappointing too, particularly as none of the characters were voiced, their dialogue simply appearing in text boxes over indecipherable grunts and squeaks. And in fact, the dialogue presentation was one of the most annoying things in the game. Aside from not being voiced, the dialogue boxes themselves were hard to read, with fairly small and unclear text. And I have one of these 32-inch Samsungs at home to read from. Some of the dialogue boxes also scrolled through at their own nippy pace, instead of letting you click through when you'd finished. And so combined with the lack of clarity, then as well as very quickly developing a headache, I actually missed a few sentences and instructions. Now, I'm a fast and fluent adult reader, so I would really worry about how a kid with a smaller TV might fare. Now, it seems like a small thing to get wound up about, but when you consider how much of a game, and in particular the issuing of instructions and development of character, is made up of dialogue, it does have a very big impact. Also, there's no pause button, and you know what? Sometimes I need to get a snack or talk to someone or pee. Whether or not you enjoy this game will depend almost entirely on whether you like the idea of designing your own vehicles. If you do, then great, there's a lot for you here. But if not, then the game probably doesn't have that much of a general appeal. 3 stars.